Most of the journals that I've kept over the years have significance for certain events. Like when I went abroad for the summer, I journaled every day so that I would remember it. But then when I finished the summer, I kept the journal. It's not totally full though. Last year, in August, I started a new journal right before going to college, and this past weekend on a 7-hour bus ride to see some friends, I finished it. So I wanted to share some parts of it. This is what it looks like. Kind of bulging because I tend to stick pieces of paper and tickets and flowers and things in there that I want to remember. When I finished it, I felt really emotional, but also didn't know what to do with those feelings because it doesn't it's not like a really big milestone, but it also was very exciting. Pretty much every page is covered front to back. There are a lot of pages in here that I might be interested in sharing at some point. A lot of it is kind of like art journal style, but in particular I wanted to share, I wish I'd started this page earlier in my journal so that it was fuller. It's only been 3 months, so there's only 4 chunks of it. I did an identity page where I write down quotes that I think relate to me or help me experience myself, understand my thoughts, but said by other people so that I could remember the way that I felt when I read it. So I want to share those. Okay, I'm going to need my glasses for this. Today you were here, yesterday you were there. Tomorrow maybe you'll be somewhere else. You've made it this far, but there's always so much more change for you. Chances are this is going to make people uncomfortable. They'll be afraid of your fluidity and they'll hate your happiness. Don't worry about it. They need maps. You, the world, will be yours. Oh, it was from Stacey May Fowles in an essay called You Are Here from the book Second Person Queer. The next one is from Gloria Steinem's My Life on the Road. Hope is a form of planning. The next one is a quote by Bjork that's from an interview. I really related to it. I'm self-sufficient. I spend a lot of time on my own and I shut off quite easily. When I communicate 900%, then I shut off, which scares people sometimes. And the last one is pretty long. Just a Tumblr user talking about gender and the binary, and I thought it was really nice. So, gender is like the sun and the moon. The sun is the opposite of the moon because, well, there they are. Then when you get older and you find out that the sun is a star and that there are so many of them, too many to count, and many of them larger than our sun, and moons too, and now it seems ridiculous that we call the moon, when many planets have moons, not just one, but lots. And there are planets we don't even know about that have suns and moons that we don't even know about. And still, even knowing this, it's hard to let go of the sun and the moon being opposites, because the sun and the moon are the most visible, and now almost all of the starlight at nighttime has been stifled by light pollution and smoke. But gender is more like if we did blot out all the stars as a byproduct of progress, and then we said, yes, the sun is a star, but there is only one star. Look at the sky. All there is the sun and moon. Don't make things up. Another page that I want to continue in my new journal is a books of the year list. I don't read very much. I have a really hard time focusing on books and getting through them in a timely manner, but I can't focus and I can't just sit and I can't register what I'm reading a lot of the time, and so I just kind of stopped reading, but I do think it's really important and I do love it when I can get into a book. Most of the books on this list were because of classes since I was in college last semester. The books of 2015 were Yes Chef, a memoir by Marcus Samuelsson, Day Tripper, which is a graphic novel that I highly recommend, super cool, by Fabio Moon and Gabriel Ba, I think is how you say their names. Hamlet, the 1623 version. Geek Love by Catherine Dunn for a disability studies class. Good Kings, Bad Kings by Susan Nussbaum, also for that disability class. The Thing Around Your Neck by Chimamanda Adichie is a collection of short stories that she wrote and is super captivating, and I highly recommend. She's a wonderful, wonderful author. The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury, which I also really liked. My Drunk Kitchen by Hannah Hart, her cookbook. Nice, Hannah Hart. Second Person Queer by, it's a collection of essays by a bunch of people, but it was curated by Labonte and Chamel are their last names. There's a First Person Queer too, but this one was on sale, so I chose this one. And My Life on the Road by Gloria Steinem. A lot of it is more like a diary, and I journal kind of as a way of therapy. I think it's really helpful for cataloging your thoughts and writing down like really intense things that you're feeling, or when you feel nothing at all. And I'm going to keep this for years, hopefully, and be able to look back on it in like 10 years and see all the shit that I was going through when I was filling this one out. I know it's kind of hard to get into journaling, but once you get into it and have a system, and it really becomes kind of like a security blanket. I bring it everywhere with me. I think journaling is really awesome. I'm so articulate. This is my new journal. See? Flat. Blah, 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 blah. It's starting out a lot more art-y than my other journals, but I haven't wanted to write a lot yet. So yeah. If you have a favorite brand of journal, or favorite things to journal about, or favorite journal blogs, or just thoughts on journaling in general, put them down below. Let's talk about journaling. Yay, we can bond. I hope you guys are having a nice week. And yeah. Alright, bye.